and Putin's departure.
Thank you, Mr. Watts. Senator Feinstein.
Oh, thank you, Senator Risch. Gentlemen, thank you very much for being here, and thank you for your testimony. I'm sorry I was out to vote while I missed some of it, but I've been on this committee for 16 years, and the Intelligence Community Report, which is the report of all of our major intelligence agencies, which was released on January the 6th, is among the strongest I've read. It covers the motivation and the scope of Russia's actions regarding our elections, as well as the cyber tools and the media campaigns they use to influence public opinion. The report makes a key judgment, and here it is. Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered an influence campaign in 2016 aimed at the United States presidential election, the consistent goals of which were to undermine public faith in the United States democratic process, denigrate Secretary Clinton, and harm her electability and potential presidency. It further assesses that, and these are quotes, Putin and the Russian government developed a clear preference for President-elect Trump. Here's two questions. Do you believe the intelligence community assessment accurately characterized the goals of Russian influence activities in the election? And I'd like to go down the line with a yes or no answer. If you want to explain it, that would be fine. Who would like to go first?
Thank you for a difficult question. I personally don't find myself at odds with the ICA study that you identified. However, the statement that this was developed in 2016 needs to be parsed a bit. The Russians could not do this if they started in 2016. They wouldn't have had the capability. It's in the active measures world, one can want to do many things, but one has to have the means to do this as well.
When would you estimate it was started by your statement?
Well, it's not I have a specific date, but that one needs to have an infrastructure abroad to be able to do this. Now, you can use some of the infrastructure in your own country, especially with cyber capabilities, but
Which they had.
Which they had, but active measures usually involves people as well as machines. And it would be extraordinary if they hadn't prepared a lot of the ground to be able to do this, not only in the United States, but in other countries as well. They have this apparatus, and this apparatus is well-staffed, well-trained. The training of the people who work in this apparatus is quite surprising to us. We've known about it, but we don't really sort of take it very seriously. It's not 3 months or 6 months training or a year's training. They have much longer training periods, and some of them are pretty good. Not 10 feet tall, of course, but pretty good.
Okay, I got the point. Next person.
Yes.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yes, and I can give you the timeline of their development if you would like it.
Please.
We have accounts dating back to 2009 that are tied to active measures. 2014 was their capability development based on my assessment, where they started working on their influence campaigns. 2015 was when they tied hacking and influence together for the first time, specifically during the DNC breaches. I was notified in November of 2015 that I had been targeted by a cyber attack. 2016 was the push into the U.S. audience landscape to build audience. August 2016 was when I witnessed them pushing towards the election, and that was in full, or August of 2015 all the way through 2016. So a 1-year build up to the election.
Thank you. Has Russia ever, I think I know the answer to this, but if you would elaborate on it, conducted other similar campaigns in other countries to this level of impact with the goal of tilting the playing field to increase one candidate's chance of winning? Mr. Watts, if you'd go first.
Yes, I would believe you need to look back to 2014 in both Ukraine and another Eastern European country that's escaping me. In 2015-16, the Brexit campaign should be examined. I can't prove it one way or another. And then today, all of the European elections that they're choosing to meddle in: France, Germany, Netherlands, Czech Republic.
Thank you. Would you like to respond?
Yes, they have conducted such campaigns in Ukraine in 2004 and 2014. In Georgia, they've intervened heavily in domestic political campaigns in the Baltic states, so there are ample examples of that.
Thank you. Would you please respond, Doctor?
Yes, they have a history of doing this well before this, and they find it a successful use of their resources. So it is not surprising.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Senator
Thank you.
Feinstein. Senator Rubio.
Thank you all for being